Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.
AFTV, Belgium, big win for the Arsenal today. We've been hearing the scores of the other games, Chelsea losing, Liverpool drawing. Big win.
Fantastic win, man. Do you know what? I just ask God Almighty, please spare Arsenal from any more injuries. Please, the God of football, man, the God of football. Listen, if it was Nigeria people say,
tried that
hey,
one,
receive it. If you should say, receive it, my friend. God of football, please spare Arsenal from any more injuries, please. Yes.
I don't know if it works, man. I've tried that. Are we still getting... Mosquera comes off tonight now.
I know. I wish him speedy recovery and hope...
Mosquera, Gabriel, Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba, so many... Well, but the thing is that you can't blame the coach and you can't blame the way... Obviously, you want to talk about the game and sometimes it could be the intensity that we put into that game. And the thing is that that's why we have players and we have the medical team and they look after them. Yeah. But again, you don't want to rush them in quickly. And I think the coach, there's no way that the coach will just be pushing them and rush them to be playing them. So, they got to be assessed. And if the medical team sees that, they are okay, then obviously they'll be allowed to play. But if not, a tough winner, they just kind of rush them into play. So this narrative that, Arteta is not managing the players' injury properly, I think we should drop this. Okay.
Let's talk about the positives, and the positives are 3 points tonight. They made it difficult for us. They worked hard, Brentford, they pressed us. We know this season that, they are very, very dangerous on set pieces. They've taken some big scalps this season. I know most of those have been at their place, but you can see why. They work very, very hard. They didn't make it easy for Arsenal.
They absolutely didn't, no. And obviously, the goalkeeper's made a world-class save. Surely that's got to be contender for save of the season already. Point-blank range, 3 yards out, tips it onto the bar. That's an absolutely amazing save. Unbelievable. They are a tough team. They're a tough outfit. I must admit, I thought they'd be down in the relegation spots, but their manager, he's come in, he's done a really good job, and they really held their own tonight, to be fair to them. They really did. Had they scored that goal, it might have been a different game had that gone in. Massive credit to David Raya. And again, it was another one where we played, it wasn't sparkling football, but at the end of the day, sparkling football doesn't always win titles. Just ask Jose Mourinho. He's won titles playing sort of football in a sort of pragmatic way sometimes, and we've done that tonight. We scored that first goal. Other than that big chance that they had from the corner, they didn't have any massive chances. We held it quite well. I don't think Nketiah and Mosquera look sort of the same level of confidence, but what do you expect really? It's not like Saliba and Gabriel have been doing it for years and years and years together. So very professional performance, and at the end of the day, if what you want is 3 points and you want to win a title, you've got to settle for that.
No, but today they were okay because obviously there were no any yellow cards compared to the game that we played against Chelsea where the referee, I don't know, for some reason he decided to start giving them yellow card, and the same as Zubimendi, and that's why we managed to control the midfield. So there was no many yellow cards to start with. So, and these guys, both of them, remember they've not. When was the last time they played together?
Yeah, exactly.
So apart from the Chelsea game, so listen, we got to give them time, and as the game start, getting on, you could see that they were getting used to it, and they start, combining, they start again to make sure that they talk to each other, and which is fantastic. So we got to allow these things. Like, listen, sometimes we might not have Gabriel and Saliba in, so people have to come in. Yeah. So we got to be able to support those ones. So,
agree. It's still a solid partnership, absolutely. It's still a solid partnership. The fact these guys, they've only played together in training. They've come in for 2 very big games away at Stamford Bridge, massive game tonight. Also, they had challenges tonight. Brentford are no mugs. They're a good side. They've proven that they're a good side. So actually, it's a very fair point. They've done a very decent job, and you're comparing against the 2 best centre backs, I would argue, in the world at the moment, in Saliba and Gabriel. So, very, very thorough.
Big game at the weekend against Villa, though, right? That is going to be a very, very tough test. Probably the most informed team in the league at the moment. How are you feeling ahead of it?
I feel confident. Do you know what Arteta has done? And sometimes I forget. Arteta has built up this team to, no matter how, if there's any tactical contest, make sure that the team is able to cope with any other opposition team. So last season we beat them over there, isn't it? So yeah.
Last season.
No, last season. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So I believe
it will still be a tough test.
Oh yeah, of course. Listen, they just won tonight. You know, they were 2-0 down. Yeah. And I came back 4-3, and you got Martinez in goal, and you know that anytime he plays against Arsenal, he always wants to kind of do well. So yeah, it's going to be tough now.
Confident?
Yeah, of course, yeah, man. Listen, if you want to win a league, you got to go to those places and smash them or do the unbelievable stuff. Because I know everyone is always waiting for Arsenal to drop points. And at one point, people were calling me, "Oh, City won last night. Are Arsenal going to win it? Oh, you lot got to win it." And again, to the Cowboy team, they're thinking that they've won the league, only for them to go to Leeds now and kind of woefully lost over there. So shame on them anyway. Anyway, let's go on there.
Unai Emery's the ghost at the feast, isn't he? I mean, look at what he's done. Villarreal knocked us out. Villa, when they won 2-0, that was very painful, and he absolutely loved it. You could see the way he celebrated. He absolutely lives for beating Arsenal, and he's going to want to do the same again. So it's a massive game. They're going to have a very lively atmosphere, crowd behind them, and Emery's a bit like Arteta. He's roaming up and down that touch line, putting every centimetre of his passion into the game. But do I think we've got the mettle to handle it? Absolutely I do. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that actually we can't be bullied this season, not in the same way we could in former seasons gone by. I think we have shown that we have real mettle, we've got real steel, and I think as long as we play our game our way and we don't get sort of tactically or emotionally phased out of the game, I think we very much could win the game. It's going to be tough. But I think we'll win it. I think we'll win it. Yeah.